Next is the Apapa Oshodi Expressway, the section you saw on the deplorable condition of road that was waterlogged. That is this section. When we intervened, after our intervention, this was what came out. Next is the famous Benin-Ore-Shagamu Road. In fact, for those of you who used to travel that road, you know my brothers and sisters from the southeast and the south side, you know those days if we were leaving Lagos, you prepare for 2 nights in Ore because of the deplorable condition of the road. But today, to the glory of God, you can see what we have on the screen. This is one of the best road alignment, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa today. And that is what the transformation agenda of the President Goodluck Jonathan strives to deliver in the road sector. Beyond that, we have the Abakaliki-Ogoja Junction in Ebonyi and Cross River State, among many others. In the spirit of our earlier decision to prioritize projects with a view to completing works on major road corridors for socioeconomic integration and empowerment of our citizens, I wish to say that our decision has started yielding the desired result on a number of corridors, among which are the Asaba-Onitsha-Owerri corridor, the Enugu-Abakaliki-Ogoja, Ikom, and Ufom corridor, the Lagos-Ibadan-Ilorin corridor, the Warri-Benin, Auchi, Okene, Lokoja, Abaji, Abuja, Kaduna, Zaria, Kano corridor, and of course, the Katsina, Kano, Wudi, Damanturu, Meduguri corridor, the Otukpa, Lafia, Jos, Bauchi, Kari, Potiskum corridor, the Otukpa, Ayangba, Ajakuta, Lokoja corridor, the Mokwa, Bida, Lambata corridor, where we are doing wonderfully well. In fact, in the past 4 weeks, I have received personal calls, letters from the traditional ruler, the Esu Numpe, from respected Nigerians like Professor Jerry Ganan, who lives on this corridor, about the wonderful transformation that is happening in that place. The Akure-Ilesha Road, and of course, the Sokoto, Tamboa, Jaga, Bini, Yauri, Kontagora, Makera corridor, among others. Now, let's look at the outcomes of this work that have been ongoing at the Federal Ministry of Works in the road sector. Travel times between origin and destinations on most of these arterial roads have been greatly improved. Maintenance cost of vehicles and fuel consumption have been reduced as a result of improved driving surfaces. Critical stakeholders in the road sector have actually publicly acknowledged the breath of fresh air in the road sector. In fact, one of them, ABC Transport, in one of their advertorial, where they slashed their fares, attested to the fact that Nigerian roads are getting better. And as a result of that, they were encouraged to slash their fares. That is a third-party validation, because these are the people who truly make use of the road. If you look at the next slide, you see what it has resulted to. From Abuja to Lokoja used to take us in 2011 about 4 hours to undertake that journey. But today, you do it for under 2 hours. Onitsha to Owerri used to take 3 hours. Today, it takes just 1 hour. Benin-Ore-Shagamu, Lagos used to take 9 hours or 2 days, as the case may be, depending on your luck. Today, it takes about 3.5 hours. The Gombe-Numa-Yola Expressway used to take 6 hours. Now it takes 3 hours. Enugu-Abakaliki-Ogoja Umfom Highway used to take a whopping 8 hours because of the very parallel state of that alignment. Today, it takes just 3 hours. The Lagos-Ibadan Expressway up to Ilorin used to take 6 hours. Even at the time we have not completed that road, it is already taking 3.5 hours. You begin to wonder what will happen by the time we complete that particular major corridor. Otukpa to Ayangba, Jakuta to Lokoja used to take about 4 hours. Now it takes about 1.5 hours. The Jeba, Lafiaji, Monkwa Road used to take about 2 hours. With our intervention, now it takes just about 45 minutes. To address the road infrastructure gap and better the lives of Nigerian citizens, the Federal Ministry of Work, through the Federal Executive Council, awarded about 98 number of projects across the country. In fact, no government in the history of Nigeria in the past 3 decades have really attended to the need of the road sector in the way the President Goodluck Jonathan have done. No government. In fact, those who should know, those who have held sway at the Federal Ministry of War right from colonial days have attested to me that it is unbelievable what they are saying happening in the road sector. And we thank Mr. President for that. Some of these projects have been completed already, while others are also ongoing. In fact, I will take the next couple of slides for you to see some of them. On the screen is the ongoing dualization of Abuja-Lokoja Road in Federal Capital Territory and Kogi State. This road, as we speak, is over 85% completed. In fact, sections 2 have been completed, section 1 largely completed, section 3 and 4 very impressively going on, and we are very happy about this. It's one of the roads I use personally every now and then. Next slide. You will see the next slide. This is Kano-Maiduguri Road. Unknown to many Nigerians, the Kano-Maiduguri dualization project is the single longest dual carriage road embarked by any government in Nigeria. It's about 518 kilometers. And we have recorded very impressive progress in that particular alignment. But for the insurgency in the Northeast, the last section of that road, which is section 5, from Yobe to Maiduguri, would have advanced much more than what has happened now. Because both the contractors and the ministry, we've lost staff on that alignment. So construction work has slowed down. We believe, God willing, once the insurgency is checked, we can quickly move in and ramp up construction activities on that particular section. So next, you will see apart from next is what is going on, or rather what we are doing on the Onitsha-Enugu-Port Harcourt Highway in Anambra, Enugu, Abia, and Rivers State. It is still work in progress, but at least from where we met it in 2011, where the road was uncared for, nobody bothered about that road, this administration had decided to put it in the front burner. And the next couple of slides attest to what is going on the site right now. Next slide. The next slide on the screen is the Lagos-Shagamu-Ibadan Expressway in Lagos, Ogun, and Oyo State. You saw the pilot state of this road in earlier slides, and the next couple of slides will showcase the progress we are making on this very important alignment. Go on, next slide. Now, on the Loko-Oweto Bridge. The Loko-Oweto Bridge is one of the star projects of this administration, because in the past 25 years, no government in Nigeria has ventured to build any new bridge across our 2 major rivers that define our country, River Niger and the River Benue. But the government of President Goodluck Jonathan committed to building 2 new bridges over River Benue and River Niger. The one on the screen is a new bridge over River Benue, linking Loko in Nasarawa State to Oweto in Benue State. This project is already about 70% completed, unknown to many Nigerians. On completion, hopefully, this project on completion, hopefully by sometime the end of next year, journeying to the southeast will become a child's play, because you are going to save about 2 hours in travel time from Abuja to the southeast. That has been simulated, and that is the transformational nature of this all-important Loko-Oweto Bridge. It's a piece of engineering, and I really crave that many Nigerians should go to this site and see what is going on there. And this is one of the dividends of the transformation agenda in the road sector. The next slide shows the progress we are making. Next slide, please. Shows the progress we are making on the reconstruction of Sokoto, Tamboa, Jega, Bini Yari, Kontagora, Makara Road in Sokoto and Niger State. Now, in a nutshell, I want us to look at the next slide, slide 42, which tabulates, our portfolio in the Federal Ministry of Work in terms of ongoing projects in the country. you discover that at no time in the history of Nigeria